Okay, it's finished here. No pouring rain on the mud, but it's another Wanderers away win, 1-0 at Welling. Mark, a week now, and you must be delighted to get that one over the line with 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, very difficult conditions. They've done a great job with the pitch based on what it looked like last week, but it was still a very difficult playing surface. I actually thought it was probably a much better victory than what it looked like, because we took the decision to drop at 1-0, to drop a man behind the ball, drop Dan in, who, by the way, I thought was unbelievable, Dan Gallagher.
Yeah.
He's having some spell, player of the month.
Yeah.
So we dropped one underneath the ball. Charlie came into midfield because we knew they'd be really direct, and at 1-0 we just thought, you know what, let's not gift them our back lines. It was just kind of like a decision. It made for a sort of unimpressive game, but I think in the conditions that was the right decision. We defended really well. Folks, he's had another good game. I thought we deserved the 3 points fully, and do think it was a really professional performance. I think that's the best way of summing it up. Yeah. And the lads have been brilliant now for 3 weeks. I mean, our away record is outstanding. Clean sheets all over the place. 7 wins, 1 draw. In the last 3 weeks, I think 5 wins, 1 draw. Saturday, Tuesday. I mean, very tough spell, very tough. But the lads have come through it.
Yeah.
Obviously dealt a bit of a blow today. Alfie's in good form and he wasn't here. Probably missed that sort of running behind. We didn't have that option that he might need. But yeah, look, I think we've got a lot of different ways of approaching games now.
I was going to say that. We've kind of got a lot more adaptability and flexibility now, haven't we? We've got sort of more plan Bs and Cs now on different conditions and surfaces and stuff like that now. Yeah.
I mean, when you get to this time of the year, like points are gold dust. And, at 1-0 up in the second game of the season, you probably don't drop a man behind the ball. You probably just think, don't really matter. But this time of year, you get 1-0 up, you think, well, this is important. These points are golden. And we're in great form. Great form. I said to the boys, they've done great to put themselves where they are. Obviously, a very long way to go. A lot of big games ahead. Yeah. But, I mean, if you look at, Alfie coming back, I think Briggs will be somewhere near next week. Arguably, a lot of boys fit again, and a week to have a really strong week on the training field.
Yeah, so how is that going to look now? Is that going to be a full week with training, or is there any kind of leeway with that now, or is it just head down full 3 sessions this week and go straight into that Farnborough game next weekend?
Yeah, I don't want it to be that enjoyable this week. No, I really don't. I think we need to ask a lot of them this week at training. The temptation is everyone, chills out and smiles, and it's a lovely, easy week. But I think we've got to stay on it. I think the coaches will have a chat about it. But I mean, ultimately, those boys that need to be deloaded can deload, and we can ramp it up with those that need to do more. But we've got a lot of players fit. We've got all sorts of different players fit, and we're having a good spell. And I thought away from home on another difficult pitch, it was a really good, solid performance.
Fans, again, absolutely brilliant, weren't they, this afternoon here? So many people here, Dorking fans from all over and behind the goals and in various pockets at this ground, and loads of noise and stuff. That's being massively appreciated this season, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it makes all the difference. It shows how far we've come, really, as a club. When we first came into this division, I remember going to Tunbridge Angels and that, and we'd have like 40 people there, diehards, and now we've got so many more diehards, and I just appreciate all of that, singing the whole game, getting behind the team. Yeah.
And also putting money into these clubs as well, isn't it? That's what you always emphasise that as well, and there's been a lot of that this afternoon, I think, as well.
Yeah, I mean, every single club at this level, Dorking, Bournemouth, whoever it might be, someone somewhere's putting money in. Yeah. And away fans going to grounds and paying their admissions is what helps clubs tick over, and we need it at Meadowbank. So, yeah, look, the fans are incredible. Our fans are amazing. Next Saturday at Meadowbank, Farnborough, we need to pack it out. We need to put in these big 1,500, 2,000 attendances on a Saturday afternoon, because these are a big deal. That's what Maidstone will be getting in there next week, if they're at home, and we need to do the same. Whoever is there needs to be really vocal. If I'm honest with you, last game we was a bit quiet against Tunbridge. And you get that when you're winning games. Everyone's like, oh, you know, we're a bit more expectant.
Yeah.
We can't, you know, the fans are the 12th man. They truly are. They get behind the boys, and we need them to be, you know, ready to go again next week. But for those that come here today, thank you very much. And the boys done a good job for you, and they was really comfortable in the end. Again, in difficult conditions. You know, Welling were obviously a long ball team, and when you're a long ball, when the ball's getting turned long on a difficult pitch, it's not easy because it's hard for people to keep their foot in. It's hard to keep the ball when you turn it over. So yeah, listen, it's all good, isn't it, at the moment? Let's face it, that's where it is. So we'll enjoy this one for a week and we'll go again.
Yeah. As always, we only really focus on ourselves. We don't really worry what else is going on elsewhere.
No.
And no Tuesday game, so I'll miss you this week, Mark. We've seen a lot of each other recently.
I'll come round your house and we'll watch reruns of the Dynasty. Yeah.
So yeah, we won't see you this week, but we'll be there for Farnborough next Saturday at Meadowbank, and encourage loads and loads and loads of other people to do the same.
Let's just try it. It's that time of year. There's absolutely nothing to do. Come to Meadowbank next week.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Excellent. Thanks, Mark, and have a
thanks.
good week. See you next Saturday.
Thanks, mate.